So just the other day on the channel, we discussed a very impressive physical game sale that did include many first-party Nintendo titles with steep discounts, and to my surprise, shortly after that video was uploaded, we actually have yet another massive eShop sale going on right now, which is, in my personal opinion, one of the cooler themed sales that we have ever seen Nintendo do and market, because they are positioning this as the try before you buy sale, because literally every game we will discuss on today's list, you can hop in and download a demo of ahead of time and see if it's for you first. And in today's video, I want to share my personal recommendations on which games I think people should be paying attention to on this list. Download your free demo and potentially pick it up on the Nintendo Switch eShop right now. What's up, Nation? If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you join Sunbro Nation by subscribing below, hit the like button on this video if you enjoy it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. As I mentioned, guys, today we are discussing yet another sale, because recently, while we discussed the Amazon Prime Day inspired Nintendo physical game sale on their store, we, in addition to that, have a brand new eShop sale that I personally think is one of their most clever themes yet, as it is a try before you buy sale, meaning every game on this list has a demo available that you will be able to hop into and check out before you decide to commit to purchase the game. And I personally am a huge fan of Nintendo leaning into this demo strategy, as it's really only something we've seen become very prevalent in the Nintendo Switch era. And you can see this posted up on their website, the sales and deals page directly, where it says try before you buy sale. Sale ends October 25th at 11:59 Pacific time. Save up to 30% on select digital games, featuring free demos in the try before you buy sale, plus earn an extra 5% in gold points for your next purchase. And I will tell you guys, I've started using my gold points recently towards all my purchases. It's kind of always been an afterthought before, but you legitimately save money for doing that. Now, right at the top of our list, and the game that I want to stress to you guys and spend a little bit of time on, is Metroid Dread. It's hard to believe it has been over a year since the launch of Metroid Dread, but here we are today. This is, in my personal opinion, the pinnacle of a 2D side-scrolling Metroidvania style game. Yes, Metroid literally created its own genre with how unique it is, with the mixture of platforming, high intensity action, and puzzle solving all along the way, with a very robust map connecting all the different areas of the land. And I just think that the love and care that went into a 2D action adventure game in this modern era, and actually finishing out the story arc for all of the 2D Metroid games, is very notable. And right now, this is the cheapest price we have seen this game sell at since launch, and I would highly urge people that haven't given it a chance yet, haven't booted it up yet, download the demo first. The demo doesn't do the best job at really taking you through the feel of the entire game, because wow, the weapons, the upgrades that you unlock as you progress and as you beat multiple enemies along the way, it really is something that is fun and addicting. It offers a crazy hard challenge as well. However, Nintendo, I think, did listen to some fan feedback, because not every gamer out there is a fan of crazy over-the-top hardcore difficulty, and they have put in a beginner or easy mode, whatever they ended up calling it. It's essentially a mode that, yes, you can take way more damage, and even the enemies that you face don't have that crazy high health bar. They won't do as much damage to you, so it's a win-win for anyone all around. If you found Metroid Dread too difficult before, give it another chance now with the new easy mode difficulty setting in there, and definitely recommend Metroid Dread at $41.99 on our list, or 30% off of the regular $60 retail. Now from there, we have Immortals Fenyx Rising. This is one that I was actually impressed by the demo for. Definitely had some Zelda vibes in terms of the combat and traversal of the land, and I was very impressed by just the demo. I have yet to go through the game at any kind of length myself, or even pick it up. This is 75% off, so one that I will strongly consider while it is on sale. $14.99 for Immortals Fenyx Rising right now on the Switch eShop. Yoshi's Crafted World, one we talked about on the physical discount sale just the other day. This is a classical 2D style Yoshi game with some very pretty visuals, and one that does have a demo available. So all these games do, so I won't point that out going forward, but try these games out. If you're not sure about them, you want a different adventure, try them out. Yoshi's Crafted World, 30% off, $41.99 on the eShop right now. Ori and the Blind Forest, another one just to spend a little bit of time on. Ori is such a unique, beautiful 2D platformer style series with some very fun action and combat mechanics baked into the game, and it reminds me slightly of a love letter to kind of that Dark Souls style action, but yet having the platforming and puzzle solving elements of almost a Donkey Kong Country style game, all while having the most beautiful art style and story playing out while you are playing these titles. I personally am in the camp that Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori Will of the Wisp are both worth picking up, and they are $9.99 or 10 bucks essentially right now on the eShop, so definitely consider looking into both of those Ori games as part of this sale. Ori and the Will of the Wisp not on the free demo side of things, but still at a discount. If I'm not mistaken, that hasn't expired yet. It's 10 bucks on the eShop. Go check out those games. You have Spiritfarer. I don't know what that game is. I'm not familiar with it whatsoever. Triangle Strategy, one that if you love your 2D or HD 2D games, that I absolutely am in love with this visual style of these titles that we've been see so much love and support recently. This is a very great classical tactical JRPG style game, and you should know what those games entail. Very story heavy, very story driven as far as how the game progresses, and if you are a HD 2D JRPG fan, this may be one of the best of all time and definitely worth looking into on the Nintendo Switch at $41.99 or 30% off regular retail. Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age, $34.99 or 30% off right now. This has a demo, and I might at least check that out because, to be transparent, I have not given the Dragon Quest games a fair shake whatsoever, so that may be one that I will personally at least try before I consider potentially buying it. The Klonoa games, already one that was recently released that is on a 30% discount right now, and one that if you're a fan of 3D platformers should be worth looking into. I haven't picked up these games yet myself, or it's actually one game but a bundle collection of the classic games that were remastered and remade for the Nintendo Switch, and there is a demo available, so I was not aware of the fact that this had a demo available, so I'm at least downloading that for sure, and I may end up picking up these titles, although I will probably personally pick up this game physically if I do indeed enjoy the demo, but that is 30% off, $27.99 on the eShop right now. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, The Rescue Team DX, 30% off or $41.99. WarioWare Get It Together, one that I love to see Wario back in the modern era. There is a demo for this. This is a fun party style game that I would recommend booting up when friends are over, passing the controllers around, working together on various tasks. If you've played a WarioWare game, you kind of know what to expect with this one, but they definitely did a lot of unique gameplay ideas with features that they have available in the Joy-Con on the Switch, and you may at least give this one a try and consider it at 30% off or $34.99. Mega Man 11, this is legit a love letter to the classic formula of Mega Man games, but just brought over with modern visuals, and one that is difficult. But speaking of Metroid Dread being difficult, Mega Man 11 packs a challenge behind each and every stage, each and every boss fight, and it's one that I thoroughly enjoyed playing through right after it was released. This is 66% off or $9.99 on the eShop right now. If you like classic 2D Mega Man games, check this one out. It is definitely a solid installment in the series, although I personally hope that we get future Mega Man X games again, as that's where a lot of my nostalgia lies for the franchise personally. You then have Moving Out, a game that I have no clue what it is, 75% off, $6.24. You have Rayman Legends Definitive Edition at 75% off or $9.99. Yes, the game's been out for a while, but it's a great 2D platform action adventure title, and I do think that at 10 bucks, it's hard to steer clear of that, and you could at least grab the demo to see if you like it. Azure Striking Gunvolt 3, no clue what that game is. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, a warrior style game similar to what you would see in the gameplay style of something like Hyrule Warriors, but of course with their own original characters. Daemon X Machina at 30% off or $41.99. Miitopia, this is an interesting one for Nintendo to bring over because it is actually a 3DS port to the Nintendo Switch. Yes, they did things for the visuals, obviously, to make them HD and compatible on the Switch, but this is an interesting game, not for necessarily this title itself, as it didn't do much for me to actually get drawn in and want to pick this up, but I do think that the conversation around Nintendo potentially bringing over certain titles from their 3DS library to the Switch, I think is a really exciting prospect, and hopefully if Miitopia sells well enough, it's one that they would consider bringing over other games like A Link Between Worlds that I would love to see come to the Switch. There's such a vast library of unique 3DS experiences that could be brought over to the Switch with just a simple up-res and HD overhaul that I would love to see this support continue. But Miitopia right now in the eShop, $34.99 or 30% off. You have Captain Tsubasa Rise of Champions, if that's how you say it. Kirby Fighters 2. I spent a little bit of time with this game with the demo that is available. It is fun. It is kind of a Smash Bros meets Street Fighter style crossover, if you will. Some platforming, some fun action elements, a good fighter game all around. Not one that I would necessarily highly recommend. I couldn't see myself spending many hours into it, but there's a demo, so at least boot it up and see if you like the way the game plays and feels. You then have Sam and Max Beyond Time Space. Boxy Boy, Box Boy plus Box Girl, whatever that is, $6.99, 30% off. Fitness Boxing 2, maybe you're trying to get into a workout routine, you want to see what that's like on the Switch, it's 30% off or $34.99. Monopoly for the Nintendo Switch, because Monopoly takes forever to play the board game. You could at least speed it up if you want and play it digitally on the Switch. ARMS, a game that I never really got into, but was an original launch title, if I'm not mistaken, for the Switch. It definitely came out right around that. If not, that's still $41.99. I feel like the discount should be a little bit higher, but hey, there's a demo. You can see if you like it and if it's worth that price to you. What the Golf, Sushi Striker, Aegis Defenders, Card Shark. We're gonna kind of dwindle down the rest of this list. Honestly, the rest of these games aren't really sticking out to me as anything that I would even probably have a second look at, other than, you know, you might just grab some of these on the demo form and see if any of them are interesting to you. But I definitely think that this is a solid sale through and through. The big highlighted titles for me: Metroid Dread, can't recommend that one enough. Immortals Phoenix Rising is such a steep discount that I think that's definitely worth looking into. Really, this entire top, 3-4 rows of the list are all ones that I would definitely hop into your eShop, download some demos, see what you like, and then you hopefully can add some new Nintendo Switch games into your personal collection. But I want to hear from you guys at this point in the video, all your personal thoughts and feelings on Nintendo and their overhaul of sales recently. Are you a big fan of it? Yes, we are in close to the holiday season being around the corner, so we should see more and more sales like this. Are you planning on picking up any of the games on today's list? Are there any that were on this list that I missed that you would actually recommend to me? Because hey, if they have a demo, I'll at least check them out. So regardless of your thoughts and feelings on everything we talked about today, I do look forward to hearing from you all in the comments down below before you leave the video, as I do look forward to getting a back and forth conversation started with you all around this topic. Go watch yesterday's video next if you haven't already, which is on screen right now. Also make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.